and welcome to Graphic Online News in Brief. In the headlines, sections of Ghana's anti-LGBTQ+ draft bill finds its way onto social media. Officials of Veterinary Services cull birds at Avery Farms to curb spread of bird flu. Ketu MCE urges residents to report movement of bird flu-affected poultry in communities. And 8 journalists involved in an accident on the Obuasi-Anwiankwanta road. News in Brief is brought to you by...
Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
And now the news in brief. Sections of a draft bill that seeks to criminalize same-sex activities in Ghana have been leaked onto social media. Legislators sponsoring the bill want any surgical sex change procedures prohibited in Ghana.
The draft bill is being introduced to Parliament by 8 MPs. They want countries promoting the rights of LGBTQI+ persons to respect the sovereignty of Ghana and refrain from the use of threat or force. Ningo Prampram MP Sam George, who confirms the bill has been leaked, says it is not yet a public document because it is being gazetted.
This bill is undergoing gazette. After gazetting, it becomes a public document. Some way, somehow, someone has leaked it to the media, and the media is engaged in all kinds of interpretation. The processes are clear. When it comes back from the government printing press after the gazetting period, which is 14 working days, which should be sometime in the first week of August, it will be tabled before the House. The Speaker will refer it to the Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee. We will have a public hearing. We're not going to do anything in secrecy. Anybody who says they have any issues with the bill will be welcome to come and present the paper. And the committee would sit on it, do its report. It will go through the 3 full reading stages. We're not taking it under a certificate of urgency. It will go through the full reading processes, 3 stages of legislative processes in Parliament on the floor. The debates will be held. Amendments will be filed. They will be debated. If it is carried, it will be included in there. And then eventually, Parliament, before the end of this year, will pass this into law and send it to the President for presidential assent.
A Deputy Minister of Food and Agriculture, Alhaji Muhammad Hadi Tufairu, has allayed the fears of the public on the recent outbreak of bird flu. He says government has put in place control and surveillance mechanisms to prevent the spread of the disease.
Alhaji Hadi Tufairu gave the assurances after visiting the Avery Farms in the Ketu South municipality of the Volta region. Avery Farms has been badly hit by the disease, and Hadi Tufairu tells Graphic Online the farm has been isolated, disinfected, and all its poultry products and other materials destroyed. The Deputy Agric Minister has, however, commended the farm owner for his cooperation to get the birds culled.
I've gone to poultry farms countryside. What I've seen today is a sad day for me. I am not happy, but I'm happy for one thing. A very cooperative farmer who has agreed with the officials and the minister to get this farm totally stamped to prevent spread of the disease and to achieve one other purpose, save the poultry business. The ministry is very alive, very active. They have taken the matter. That's why the minister, currently my colleague minister, deputy minister, is in Central Region on the similar assignment. I'm here in the Volta region, which is the second region that there's a reported case of the outbreak, and the third region is Greater Accra. From here, we are going to Tema to also assess. When there are confirmed cases of this outbreak, and the solution is to first contain the spread by destroying the affected farms through discussion with the farm owners.
The Avery Farm manager, Mr. Foster Kodo, thanked the Agric Ministry for their timely intervention, but appealed to the government to support them to remain in business.
It's a heartbreaking issue because most of our animals are out to be destroyed, and looking at the money invested in it is really worrying. And we also know that it is very needed that this should be done now, but we are also appealing to government. If there's any way government can come to our aid by supporting us a bit to restart again, we'll be very glad. We are very much happy for the timely intervention.
Still on bird flu outbreak, the MCE for Ketu South, Mr. Elliot Edem Agbawonu, has advised poultry farmers in the municipality to fence their farms and report strange behavior of their birds to the veterinary officers. He is also appealing to residents to support efforts against the spread of the disease by reporting any movement of affected poultry in the community.
Yesterday we had our public health emergency meeting. The assembly had supported with the disinfection of the area. Now that the decision has been arrived for destroying all the beds, the assembly is again supporting with the excavator and also the fire services in order to contain the spread of the area. We are also going to do a lot more education to the public, especially for the consumption of birds products going forward. And also for those who are also having similar farms, one lesson learned here is that once you are going into this kind of business, you must fence the place and make it a bit protected so that when these things happen, it will not escalate. And also there is a ban on the restriction on movement of birds. Let everybody be police to each other. Once you see a bird being carried away, alert us so that we can also alert the authorities to do the needful.
In our final story, one journalist is in critical condition while 7 others, including Daily Graphics reporter Emmanuel Ban, have sustained minor injuries following an accident. The accident occurred on Friday, July 23, on the Obuasi-Anwiankwanta road.
The journalists were part of a convoy of the Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei-Mensah, who was touring infrastructural projects in the region. The accident happened while the team was returning to Kumasi from Obuasi to assess road works when a private vehicle rammed into their team's bus. The regional minister cut short his tour and has visited all 8 injured journalists at the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you again on Monday with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at GraphicGH. I am Ama-Amankwa.
Subscribe now.